The catch up, boy. On phone of red, yeah. No. I got 4 watches, 4 chains.
You know what the family cook? We just catch it.
Chicago, man. My family is from Chirac. I'm in Los Angeles.
The internet lit up after a short video started spreading online, and it quickly grabbed the attention of the entire drill scene. In the clip, Tado, whose real name is Darren Rose, is seen standing somewhere on Chicago's south side. He's wearing flashy jewelry, adjusting his hat, and letting everyone see the expensive watches and chains he has on display. The message in the video sounded bold, almost like a warning. Tado, known as Chief Keef's cousin and a longtime Glo Gang member, appeared confident and loud about being back in the city. At one point, he mentioned having multiple watches and made it clear he wasn't worried about anyone stepping to him. From the way he spoke, it sounded like he wanted everyone to know he had returned to Chicago and wasn't hiding it. The clip didn't stay quiet for long. Within hours, it spread across social media pages focused on drill culture and hip-hop news. People were reposting it everywhere, and the reactions were mixed. Some viewers saw it as a strong comeback moment for someone tied to Chief Keef's circle. Others felt the energy in the video looked risky.
The catch up, boy. On phone of red, yeah. No. I got 4 watches, 4 chains.
Especially considering the city's long history of street conflicts. What made the moment even more intense was the timing. Tado had reportedly been spending most of his time out in Los Angeles, where Chief Keef and several Glo Gang members relocated years ago. Seeing him step back onto Chicago streets and talk so confidently instantly got people talking. Then another clip surfaced, and this one was even louder. Tado and the people around him were hyped up, speaking straight to the camera about Glo Gang's presence in Chicago again. They mentioned how long it had been since the group really moved around the city like this, with some saying it had been around a decade since the crew operated there regularly. That detail hit hard for longtime fans. Over the years, many people connected to the crew had moved away from Chicago after several violent incidents involving people close to them. So hearing someone from Chief Keef's circle announce their return naturally stirred up strong reactions. Supporters in comment sections loved the energy. Some viewers said the clip reminded them of the wild confidence that made early drill music so famous.
Lay you late.
Tell him, man. Social finna perform in a ride. It's been like, what, 10 years? 15 years? Nah, we finna pop out, huh? Get it popping on Folsom Grade. Put your in the car, get your ass dropped off.
Get your ass.
Fold your up like this, folks, and put your suitcase. You play, they gonna find your ass. All right, man. No rap, folks. Stop playing.
But critics were quick to point out the dangers of talking like that publicly in a city known for serious street tensions. And that's where an old story started resurfacing in discussions online.
Let's run a rough.
Let's have a room.
Go inside, go, man. Awesome, man. Anybody want to play with Swift, man, we gonna kill their ass. Their ass gonna die in 48 hours.
Hey, you heard that? You heard that? It's real. Dead homie, man.
I'm not right now. Go get that big drills, man. Go get that.
Hey, big good. And they can start.
Big glasses on, man.
Yeah, put them on. Dead homie. Stop playing. Oh, the truth.
You gonna see me in Swift.
Hey, shout out my boy Tay.
Yeah.
Big T right here.
Many people began bringing up the memory of Blood Money, another one of Chief Keef's cousins. His real name was Mario Hess, and years ago, he had also returned to Chicago after gaining some success in music. Hess had even secured a record deal and was preparing to move his life forward through the industry. But during a visit back home in 2014, things took a tragic turn. While spending time with family near West Englewood, Mario Hess was suddenly caught in a violent incident outside a home. He was struck multiple times and later passed away at the hospital. The case shocked fans and left deep scars within Chief Keef's circle.
Peter, Lil Mo, there's a lot of guys.
Did you just feel that loss of your friends?
It's been felt.
Police looked into different possible motives at the time, including rivalries connected to the drill scene, but the case was never fully solved. For many people close to the situation, it became one more painful reminder of how dangerous those streets could be. Now, with Tado stepping back into Chicago and speaking so boldly on camera, people online can't help but notice the similarities. Some fans see it as confidence and loyalty to his crew. Others believe history might be repeating itself if things get too heated again.
Shit too, though.
Yeah, I think it's, with Chief Keef, I think it's just like, niggas was trying to make him do something that he didn't want to do.
After what happened to Mario Hess, it looked like Chief Keef reached a serious turning point in his life. Chicago was no longer somewhere he wanted to stay around for long. The environment had already been intense for years, but the incident involving his cousin pushed things to a whole different level. And it wasn't like that moment happened in isolation. Just weeks before Mario Hess's passing, another disturbing situation unfolded when the home of someone close to Keef's team was reportedly targeted with gunfire. When events like that start happening back to back, it sends a very clear signal. For people connected to Chief Keef in Chicago at the time, it began to feel like simply being part of that circle could put you at risk. Looking back years later, Keef himself described that period as a major wake-up call. In interviews, he spoke about the loss as something that forced him to think differently about his future. Losing someone close can make you step back and evaluate everything around you. Instead of continuing to stay in the same environment, he began focusing on building a completely different life somewhere else. By 2014, that decision became official. Chief Keef's move to Los Angeles wasn't temporary anymore. It became permanent. And the move wasn't just about geography. It represented a full reset, new city, new opportunities, and a chance to distance himself from the constant tension that surrounded him back home. In Los Angeles, Keef shifted his energy toward music, business moves, and his family. Over time, he continued developing his label Glo Gang, working with artists, producers, and collaborators who were focused on creativity rather than street drama. Slowly but surely, he built a career that allowed him to move differently than he did when he first became famous. For many people watching his journey, the change was obvious. The teenager who exploded onto the music scene with tracks like I Don't Like and Love Sosa was now growing into a businessman and a father, trying to secure a stable future. Through music releases, brand ventures, and his Glo Gang movement, Keef reportedly built a net worth several millions. But the most important part of the move wasn't just money, it was safety. When Chief Keef spoke about leaving Chicago, he didn't sugarcoat it. He explained that remaining there could have easily pulled him deeper into serious problems or legal trouble. The lifestyle and the constant pressure surrounding the streets made it difficult for anyone to focus on long-term success. Moving away gave him space to think clearly. It gave him room to mature, learn from his past, and focus on what really mattered in the long run. The environment in Los Angeles also provided something he rarely had before: distance from daily chaos. Instead of hearing about street problems every day, he was surrounded by studios, creative teams, and business opportunities. That type of atmosphere naturally changes a person's mindset. People who watched Keef's interviews over the years noticed the difference. Early in his career, he was known for giving very short answers and keeping conversations brief. But as time passed, he began speaking more openly about his experiences, his growth, and the lessons he had learned along the way. From his point of view, leaving Chicago was one of the most important decisions he ever made. That distance allowed him to stay alive, stay free, and continue building his career in the music industry. But even with that distance, the past never fully disappeared. News about people connected to his circle continued surfacing over the years. Some individuals faced legal situations, others were involved in dangerous incidents, and several tragic losses happened within the wider drill scene. Each new headline reminded fans of the same harsh reality. The environment surrounding drill music in Chicago had taken a heavy toll on many artists and affiliates over the years. For fans watching from the outside, it created a strange contrast. On one side, Chief Keef was building a successful life in Los Angeles, focusing on music, family, and business. On the other side, the streets he left behind were still dealing with many of the same struggles that had existed for years. That contrast became part of the story surrounding Keef's career. Some people praised him for making the smart decision to leave and protect his future. Others felt the move showed just how dangerous the environment had become for artists connected to that scene.
Tado used to go by his grade, man. He said in 8th grade he wore size 8, 9th grade he wore size 9, 10th grade he wore size 10.
See, I used to wear my brother's
We had to
shoes
stop
too.
that man. We told him like, man, what? We showed him his real shoe size.
Over time, the distance between Chief Keef and Chicago grew larger. Years passed without him performing in the city or appearing there publicly. His career moved forward on the West Coast, while the drill culture in Chicago continued evolving with a new generation of artists. But the memories of what happened to people close to him never disappeared. That's why Tadoe's recent return to Chicago has people paying such close attention. For many fans, the moment feels bigger than just another viral clip. When someone connected to Chief Keef's circle steps back into those same neighborhoods and speaks confidently on camera, it naturally sparks conversation. Every watch, every chain, every bold statement in that video carries a deeper meaning when you remember the history behind it. Some fans see the moment as confidence and loyalty to the Glo Gang legacy. They view it as someone standing tall for their crew and showing they're not afraid of the past. But others see it differently. For them, the situation brings back memories of everything that happened before. the losses, the tensions, and the reasons Chief Keef chose to move far away in the first place. And that's why this story has people watching so closely right now. Because when you understand the history behind Chief Keef's decision to leave Chicago, Tado stepping back into that same environment suddenly feels like much more than just a viral video. For some people, it looks like confidence, but for others, it feels like walking right back into a situation that once caused so much pain around Keef's circle. But here's where the story takes an even darker turn. Years after Blood Money's passing, new conversations began circulating through the drill community that completely shifted how some people looked at the situation. For a long time, many assumed the incident came from outside rivals, which would have fit the pattern of street tensions in Chicago. But over time, a different rumor started spreading online, one that suggested the situation may have come from people much closer to the circle. These discussions really started gaining attention around 2022 when former O-Block affiliate J Hood began speaking publicly about what he believed happened. In several online appearances, he made statements that instantly grabbed attention across social media. According to him, the people allegedly involved were Troy, T-Roy Blythe, and Davon King Von Bennett, two well-known figures connected to the drill scene. J Hood described the situation using street slang known as a backdoor. In simple terms, that word means someone gets betrayed or set up by people they once trusted or felt comfortable around. Instead of an obvious enemy, the danger comes from someone who had access, someone who didn't look suspicious at the time. That idea alone shocked a lot of fans. For years, many people believed Chief Keef and King Von had at least some level of mutual respect publicly. The two had even been seen together in studio sessions years later, which made the rumor even more confusing for fans trying to piece together the timeline. If the claims were true, it would mean the situation behind the scenes was far more complicated than most people ever realized. But this is where things get tricky. None of these accusations have ever been officially confirmed by authorities or proven in any court, and several people connected to the situation have openly pushed back against the idea that King Von or T-Roy had anything to do with it. For them, the rumors are simply internet speculation that grew bigger over time. Still, the story kept gaining attention because of something fans noticed in the music. Listeners began revisiting lyrics from King Von's track, Evil Twins. In that song, Von delivers a line where he mentions a friend believing he ended a cousin. Some listeners immediately connected that lyric to the rumors about blood money, while others argued that people were reading way too much into a rap line. And that debate never really settled. In the world of drill music, lyrics are often raw, emotional, and sometimes exaggerated for storytelling. Fans frequently analyze bars and try to match them to real-life events, but that doesn't always mean the lyrics are meant to be taken literally. Still, once the internet starts connecting dots, those theories tend to spread fast. For some fans, the lyric felt like a hidden message. For others, it was simply another example of how listeners sometimes create narratives that artists never intended. Over time, different versions of the story began circulating online. Some people believed the rumors about a backdoor situation. Others claimed the real story involved completely different individuals. And some insisted that the truth had already been known within certain circles, but simply never became public. The reality is that in a city where many cases remain unresolved for years, speculation can easily fill the gaps. And that brings the conversation back to the present moment. Fast forward to 2026, and now Tado is stepping back into Chicago and representing Glo Gang in the same neighborhoods where so much history already exists. The viral videos of him showing confidence, wearing expensive jewelry, and speaking boldly immediately grabbed attention across social media. But for people who know the background story, the moment carries more weight than it might appear at first glance. Some fans see Tadoe's return as a sign of loyalty. In their eyes, he's showing pride in his crew and representing the Glo Gang name in the city where it all started. For supporters, the moment feels like someone standing strong and refusing to let the past define the future. Others see it very differently. For them, Tado stepping back into that environment raises serious questions about whether old tensions could resurface again. Chicago's drill history is full of complicated relationships, rivalries, and unresolved situations that stretch back more than a decade. So when someone connected to Chief Keef's circle appears back in those streets talking confidently on camera, it naturally gets people talking. Every watch on his wrist, every chain around his neck, and every bold statement in that viral clip suddenly carries deeper meaning when you remember everything that happened before. Because the history behind Blood Money, The rumors that followed and the complicated relationships between different camps in the drill scene still sit in the background of this story. And that's why the internet has been watching this moment so closely. At the end of the day, nobody outside the people directly involved truly knows the full story of what happened all those years ago. The rumors, the lyrics, and the online debates may continue, but real answers might never fully come out. What we do know is that the history between these groups is complicated, emotional, and still talked about today. And with Tado back in Chicago representing Glo Gang, a lot of people are wondering what comes next. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this, and check out the next video on your screen right now for even more celebrity drama. I'll see you in the next one.